Find a possible solution for f of x given that f of x equals integral of x times sine of quantity 2x plus 1. Okay, so first thought is we got sine of x here, want to try to do substitution, but one thing is not the integral of another. The derivative of 2x plus 1 is 2, which is not x. Therefore, substitution would be challenging. We don't like challenges in life. We want things to be easy. So we're going to do integration by parts, which by definition is not that easy, but it's easier than the alternative, so we will go with it. So uv prime, uv quantity prime equals uv prime plus u prime v. You'll recognize that as the product rule. Rearrange it so we have uv prime equals uv quantity prime minus u prime v. Take the integral of everything and we get something along the lines of this, which is our integration by parts formula. So when we do ILATE or LIATI, and we look at, all right, we have a trigonometric, and we have an algebraic. So algebraic is the one we're going to go for. This is the x, that's the sine of such and such. So u will be x, because algebraic is above trigonometric in our mnemonic. The mnemonic doesn't always work, but it pretty much mostly works most of the time. If you pretend it always works, and you're taking the AP test, you'll probably score a high enough grade that you'll pass. So by pass means whatever goal you probably want. Probably you'll get a 5. You could probably assume that this is always true and still get a 5 on the AP test. So AP Calculus BC exam. So you can pretend it always works, realize sometimes it's going to fail, and then just shrug off the times it fails. Okay, dv would be sine of 2x plus 1. I like the idea of just shrugging off failure. It's like, failed again. Not a big deal. Par for course. Actually, failing is probably by definition not par for a course. Okay, so the integral of sine of 2x plus 1 would be cosine of 2x plus 1. Now I just want to make sure I get the sign correct. That's always the toughest part for me. So if we take the derivative of cosine, we'll get sine. So the derivative, no, it'd be negative. So negative. So the derivative of cosine is negative sine. So we have negative cosine, take the derivative of that to get positive sine. So I'll put a negative right here. And then du will be 1 dx. Okay. Yes. I'm good with this. Good with this. Whoop. Focus. Purple. Okay. So now I plug things into the formula. The formula. U times v would be negative x cosine of 2x plus 1 over 2. So this portion right there. Minus integral of v du. So we have plus cosine of 2x plus 1 over 2 dx. Okay, we're good with this. We're good with this so far. So now, what do we do? Oh, okay. So now we'll take the integral over this side. So I'm just going to do this. Okay, that goes down. This will be sine of 2x plus 1 over 2. And so make sure we get the sign right. So if we took the derivative, we'd get backwards. So the derivative of sine is positive. Yep. But then we're going to have to, when we take the integral of this, we're going to have to also get the 1/2. So we're going to have the 1/2 on bottom. Or we're going to have the 2 on bottom, which is the same as 1/2 on top or to the side. You get the general idea. And if you wonder where that comes from or how to do that more methodically, I kind of just throw it out there. This would be a substitution. You'd say that w equals 2x plus 1, dw equals 2 dx. Cross out the 2, move it to the other side, and you get dw over 2 equals dx. And that's where that 2 at the bottom comes from. Okay. So writing this out a little bit further and switching things around, we'll probably have 1/2 times the quantity sine of 2x plus 1 over 2 minus x cosine of 2x plus 1. And I just moved them, swapped them, that way the negative is on the right side. It makes me feel more comfortable in life. And then I took out one of the 1/2s. So this might actually be the final answer. Move this guy over, hook, grab it, move it over. No, it's almost about the same length, and a little bit longer. Okay. And so we'll start looking at our possibilities here. So let's see, this is 4, so we got that. 1/2 times 2, sine 2x, check, check, check. Minus, yep, check. X, check, cosine, 2 sine, yep. And that's the answer. So it will be this one. I didn't have to simplify it, I guess, by pulling out the 1/2. It's just part of my life, that's okay. But I understand what happened, so I can do it back. We're good here. We're good. Okay. So, backtrack. Find possible solution. F of x. We have an x. We have a sine of 2x plus 1. Quantities. And we're like, all right, how do we do this? Substitution. No, it doesn't work. So we do integration by parts, since we know if we take the derivative of one of those, eventually it'll disappear. That one specifically is x. So we use our ILATE formula, our ILATE mnemonic. We find algebra, it takes priority over trigonometric. And so we say that u equals x, take our formula, plug things in, take the integral, succeed, and win. So that's how we do this problem. See you on the next one. Thank you for stopping by.